So what is up, guys? Thanks for tuning into the channel. So today we're going to be going to an office holiday luncheon just with my coworkers and such, and we are taking the C8 Z06. So we're going to be heading over to the Rodeo Goat, and it's a burger place that has gourmet burgers and drinks and stuff. So just a good time to be able to get out of the office and yeah, just be able to enjoy this beautiful day. So if you haven't been watching some of the more recent videos of the channel, we actually are going a little bit of a different direction with the channel overall. And that includes like a new name. So if you notice, it's no longer New Horizon C8, it's New Horizon Speed. And that's because we're going to be just switching off from doing just like mostly Corvette stuff to doing a mix of different things, including just general automotive stuff and also include things like motorcycles. Again, if you haven't seen that recent video where I talk all about it, I actually used to be a huge motorcycle guy. Back before, like about 3-4 years ago, I was really into bikes, including doing track days and all that kind of stuff. And I had moved away from it, being transparent, because of my weight. I was over 300 pounds. I just couldn't really ride or do what I wanted to do. And now that's kind of changed. I lost a whole bunch of weight. I lost over 115 pounds. And now I'm at a point where I can actually, go ahead and do some riding. And that's kind of what I want to introduce into the channel, is basically just being able to enjoy just driving and riding motorcycles and stuff. And honestly, like, just kind of steer away from doing so many product review videos and stuff like that. I felt like the channel was becoming more of an advertisement board instead of just, a channel that I enjoyed doing, enjoyed sharing with you guys, going and driving this beautiful car, going to car shows, all that kind of stuff. I felt like I was kind of losing that a bit, and I want to get basically back into, just stuff that I really enjoy, and not feeling burnt out all the time. I've been making these videos for 3 years at this point, and I just haven't given myself any kind of break, and I don't intend to. I love making these videos, but I have been feeling a bit burnt out, so I wanted to. It's challenging doing all these videos along. Always a guy, the guy was beeping at me, and so he was checking out the car and everything. And so it's kind of like stuff like that I definitely enjoy, being able to share the experiences and being able to just show this car how it is, kind of deal. So in any case, I wanted to kind of do that quick update from the channel, and also talk a little bit just about the ZR1 and the market adjustments that are out there, the ADMs, if you want to call it that. So now that the ZR1 has been out for like a little bit of time, we're starting to see a slow trickle down of all these market adjustments, that instead of it being always like $150,000 over MSRP, we're starting to see them slowly tick down. And it was one of those things that I actually noticed from a Facebook post that I saw on like one of the Facebook groups that I'm a part of, that this one guy was showing a list of all the different dealerships that were basically marking up their ZR1s that they acquired. And you can see the list. It goes from everything from like 150, 200,000 over like MSRP to some that are like just around 50,000. So it kind of made me start thinking about, I'm like wondering, when are we going to get to the point where ZR1s could reach MSRP? Because I believe that day is coming. Like, we're having GM that they are producing more ZR1s than they're even producing of like ERAYs, for example, at the Bowling Green assembly plant. And that's just a testament that that GM is trying to improve the supply to be able to keep up with the demand, so that all these markups aren't necessarily happening. And I wish I could really like unleash this car around some of these curves and such, but there's just been way more traffic, more than usual, so you can't really enjoy this car how I would like to. I mean, yeah, so it's a little bit of a shame. yeah, I definitely think with this increased supply that there's eventually going to be a point where we'll reach ZR1s that can actually be purchased at MSRP without, like, just straight off the showroom floor, not having to order any kind of deal. And I personally think that that's going to happen in the 2026, the end, like, I would say a year from now, like end of 2026, we'll start seeing MSRP ZR1s. I think it's going to be a little bit of a different story when it comes to the ZR1X, though. I believe GM is going to purposely keep that a lower quantity produced, and I think that is going to really take the ADMs, the market adjustments, and it's really going to go like through the roof for that car. But at the same time, I believe this is going to make a rapid improvement on the pricing for the regular ZR1s instead of the Z, like, because you'll have that new shiny, for lack of a better term, shinier object in the ZR1X. So I think that's going to play into the ZR1 market in particular in this instance. So it's something that I was just thinking about. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that there's going to be an MSRP ZR1 that you can buy off the showroom floor? Do you think that there's ever going to be a possibility of under MSRP? I mean, we see that with the Z06 and the ERAY now, and the Stingray for that matter. Do you think that there'll be a time where you'll see them under? Let me know in the comments. I definitely want to see what you guys think about that. I think it's going to be, I think it'll be few and far between, but I think they will exist, kind of deal. So there is the rodeo code. We got to go around because it's a one-way, but it looks like there might be an opening, but I can't really tell. So we're gonna have to just find parking. But I think that's gonna be a good place to wrap up this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please check out any of my other videos, and we will see you next time. So take care, guys.